Okay, Brother Reggie, you are on.
All right, my man. Today we're going to talk about legalized lynching or legal lynching. And, the image that comes to mind is the KKK standing out in someone's yard burning a cross and somebody obviously being strung up with a rope.
Yeah.
But what I want to challenge our listeners today to envision is that you don't necessarily need a rope to lynch someone. And so how do I accomplish this picture that I'm trying to paint in your mind is that worldwide, 25 to 30 years is the maximum penalty that you can receive for the most egregious crimes that you can think of. But yet with the 924C stacking penalty currently, when you get stacked, there are 25, 25, 25, and depending on how many they have, you could run up to hundreds of years.
Yeah.
And so that's the death penalty on paper.
Nah, it's worse because it's worse than that. Shoot.
And in my case, you gave me 95 years under the previous version. That was 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus the original 5 for the first bank. And so that's 85 years, mandatory minimum, just on the gun stacking alone.
Yeah.
And so the death penalty is supposed to be a unique penalty. What makes the death penalty unique is that society's collective decision to give up on your humanity. Society has said,
this call is from a federal prison.
You didn't say
this person is not worth saving, and they can't be rehabilitated, so we are going to extinguish their life force. We are going to kill this person.
Yeah.
But the stacking does the same thing. It does the same thing. You've given up on rehabilitation. You've given up on reforming, and you've just started warehousing people.
Yep, that's all it is. And then especially since they took the parole out, so there's no exit.
Exactly. And another thing that people need to know is that when you're saying that the legal system is racist, you need to know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And the answer is, yes, it is. But how is it racist? Let me explain. The legal system we have now is basically a copy and paste of the slave codes, the black codes, and the Jim Crow laws. And if your system is built upon that foundation, then yes, it is inherently racist. And it is systemic racism in the criminal justice system.
Yep.
Think about supervised release. Supervised release says that you cannot own a weapon. That comes from the black codes and the slave codes. You cannot travel outside the judicial district you were sentenced in without permission. That comes from the slave and the black codes. You cannot congregate together. That comes from the slave and the black codes. So I rest my case. That's, I'm talking about straight.
It's facts. Black and white, man.
Straight from the slave. Yeah.
So you can't deny it. You can't even deny it. So y'all need to change this. This is the laws that y'all use to govern society and stuff like this. This is modern day slavery. You just change the name of the game. That's all. You just change the name.
The name of the game. And so what prison was designed for and what punishment was designed for was to reform individuals, to reshape individuals, and to make productive citizens out of these individuals who have violated society's laws or gone against the laws of nature. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you look at places like Germany, they have this thing down to a science. You start out in a high, and they got about 5 levels of how they run a prison.
They did a documentary on that too, as a matter of fact.
60 Minutes.
Yep.
Has the documentary. And by the time you make your way to a medium...
I'm going to put that in the description box below for you guys. All right, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But by the time you make it to the medium, you actually have the key to your room. I'm not even going to call it a cell. Mm-hmm. You have the key to your room. Mm-hmm. You have access to video games, computers, cell phone, all of these things. Why? Because they are in the business of reacclimating you and reconditioning you for society.
Yeah.
And you actually have the right to earn time out in society for a number of hours, maybe to have a little 4 to 6 hour excursion with your family to have a meal. Man. Take your kids to the park and walk like normal human beings do with their children. Yeah. Instead of being set in a visitation room and told that you can't even hold your own child. That's what we do in America. Yeah. We bring your children to you in this prison, let them see the barbed wire, and then tell you that you can't even hold your own child.
Yeah. What do you think that does to us?
This call is from a federal prison.
And this is another thing. Go ahead. I was gonna say this is the thing. What do you think that does to us as men, especially black men in America? Like, it messes with our psyche so bad. We just trying to hold on and maintain our sanity, and do things the way y'all want us to, supposedly the right way. And like you said, reconditioning us to reintegrate into society, right? Now I'm gonna be straight up like this. Hardly none of those programs work back there. It's like guys like this, Reginald Woods, and other brothers I met back there. They came together and like, look, man, we need to start helping each other out and stuff because society's going downhill. They get to see the changes of the people that's coming in and out of the system and stuff like that. And we had to make the conscious decision that, like, all right, they're not here to help us at all. We already know that. We didn't live it. So we got to start helping each other. And that's what we've been doing, man.
And speaking of helping individuals, my suggestion to any parents or any elders out in society that are trying to reach these children today, the first thing that you need to do is you need to understand that many of them have not had significant male guidance in their lives. And I don't just mean any kind of male guidance. I mean strong male guidance that's going to discipline them and to make them learn that you can't get emotional about the least little thing that happens to you. And that's one of the things that I work with the young men on that come in here. A lot of them are very sensitive. The least little thing, they're huffing and puffing.
They're ready to take off on somebody for nothing.
Exactly. And so that comes from not having male guidance in the home and the community. And so, and I offer to you a prime example from just nature in general to show you that this is divine law. In Yellowstone National Park, they reintroduced the wolves to the park. Okay. And when they reintroduced the wolves to the park, guess what happened? Where there used to be deserts and wasteland, there were flowers and grass. Why? Because the wolves kept the coyotes in check. And because the wolves kept the coyotes in check, the coyotes were no longer overkilling the beavers and the rabbits and all the brown prairies that do all the other jobs that they're supposed to do within the ecology. And so nature restored itself. It restored the balance. The beavers were able to build the dams and back the water up where it needed to be. And so, and when you do that, guess what? The elk, the deer, and all these other animals had what they needed to survive.
And they're able to cohabitate in balance.
And so I say that to say this. You cannot keep overextending the stay of individuals inside the prison system because I'm the one that can save your child. But because they have me in the land of the lost, thrown away and discarded like a piece of trash or some property that can be disposed of at any time that the government or anybody else sees fit. No, you can't do that. Because the doctrine of the soul is the preeminent thing that makes us man and separates us from the beast. It is the possession of the soul. And because you have my body, you think you own me, but you don't, because I still possess my soul. And because I possess my soul, I'm still 100% man.
Give it to him. Good. Give it to him. And so I love that was a brilliant thing.
You need brothers out there that's 100% men. Ain't no cut on it. Ain't no other way to say it, and ain't no way to water it down and sugar it up for nobody's feelings. If I hurt your feelings, I'm sorry. But stay tuned, because we're going to keep dropping the truth on here.
Yeah. Man, that was an ingenious analogy using the environment. I mean, and that's what it is, because you got all these youngsters out here. They angry at the world, don't know why. They ain't got nobody, and it's so crazy, because all the daddies is out here. They just, I'm just saying how it is.
Those are the coyotes.
Yeah.
Those are the coyotes, brother.
They just busting nuts and everything.
The youngsters is running wild.
Yeah.
They killing up everything. And that was the problem in Yellowstone, the coyotes was killing up everything. And so the only way to get the coyotes in line, you got to put the wolves back into the environment.
Yeah.
And the wolves are the elders. We are the elders. It's not mean that I'm going to get out there and hurt nobody's child. No, I got the experience.
Yep.
I have been where these kids are headed. I've done almost 26 years in federal prison. I done seen it go from gladiator school to what it is now.
Yeah.
I done seen the good, bad, and the ugly. So when they can ask a question about where they headed, I can tell them.
Yeah.
Because I done walked in those shoes.
Yeah.
I done felt that pain. I done laid on that rack on my back many nights, tossing and turning.
Man.
Wondering, when would I ever see a change come? When would I ever see freedom again? When would I ever get a chance to get on a stage and sing for people again? When would I ever get a chance to be industrious? See, a lot of people don't know I had my own advertising agency at 24 years of age. And a man named, what they call him Wild Bill in Alabama, he had electronic stores all across Alabama, and he gave me a chance. And then when I did his commercial, he introduced me to the dean of Sneed State. And then he introduced me to the owner of Smith Brothers Motorcycles in Birmingham. And then I actually had a couple of clients that were military contractors, and I can't mention because of national security concerns. Yeah. But they were actually military defense contractors, and I was doing work for them as well. And so to take someone like that and then extinguish their life force and to say, we've given up on you, that's inhumane. That's cruel and unusual punishment. And this is what we're doing in America. We're not rehabilitating prisoners. We are not. The guys that leave here with something is because they decided to change themselves.
Yep. Straight up. And that's hard. It's hard, especially if you don't have no type of foundation. Like, you don't even know where to start. And then even doing it's like a bad habit you got to try to get rid of. And then the only people is like us, like this brother right here, and a couple other people like us, like, you know, me too. I was one of them. The other people come to me all the time. Hey man, you helped me so much, bro. This and third. I'm like, man, we got to do something because the way the world's heading, the way America's heading, it is not looking good for us, bro. It's not looking good, and for our kids. Period.
And I invite our listeners to take the time to study what was known as the Reconstruction era in America, where a lot of former slaves rose to political power and status very quickly. And so the black codes and the slave codes and the KKK were all responses to that power that we gained right after slavery to extinguish it and to legally lynch that power, so to speak. And I want you to do one more other thing because it's beeping on this end. If you have the time today, go look up that word lynch. It simply means to cause a death by mob action without legal process. Without legal process. And so that's what's going on with the 924C stacking, because these juries are not being told how much time we're facing when we go to trial. The jury doesn't have a clue they're giving you a life sentence.
Well, brother, call me
Legalize
back.
lynching.
Brother, call me back when after it hangs up, whatever. Wait 15 and just hit me back.
Okay, bro.
All right, man. Talk to you soon.
Legalize lynching, man. That's what's going on in America.
Yup. All day long. Yo. He said a mouthful. And really, we was talking earlier today and yesterday about, you know, just kids. And I even talked to one of my customers this morning, actually. Potential customer, actually. Talking about how the kids are. She was like, hell, he's like, they throw their hands up, and everybody keeps doing it. Everybody keeps throwing their hands up. Send them our way. We got them. We gonna get them right, and y'all gonna be like, what did you do? We showed them the truth. We showed them where they was headed, and not that scared straight and all that crazy stuff like that. We ain't terrorizing people. We're doing it out of love. It's a little bit of tough love in there, but it's out of love, because when you feel like you ain't got nobody, and that's one thing a lot of us men won't admit that's been in prison. That's one of the worst feelings in the world. When you feel like nobody loves you, nobody cares about you. And that in any man, any woman, any person for real, then that's a dangerous thing. And then you're around all type of people from all walks of life. And just given the situation, anything's bound to happen. But with these laws and how disproportionate they are to the punishment, This got to stop, man. It just does. I mean, it all came from. It's all came from slavery codes. All the just, and this is in black and white. Like I said, they're not hiding it. People are so, not say stupid, but they don't know. Nobody, they just going with whatever. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. That's just how it is. No, 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 no. And now it's backfiring. Their plan that they had working so good is starting to backfire. I'm about to show y'all some statistics. Actually, you can go right on Wikipedia. I'm dropping in the description box below, and it shows a list of all the amounts of time given out, like throughout the whole world and stuff like that. A lot of them, some of them people should be like, they're done. They were like child molesters. Like one dude was like did something to a 3-year-old, and one dude like blew up buildings, all type of crap. You know what I mean? It's get a little different situation. But in America, they gave out the most time. Even the ones that were sentenced to a crazy amount of time, the maximum amount of time that their country allows is only like 25 years, 30 years. I think one of them was like Spain or something, like 40 years, like a life sentence. And but I'm gonna drop that come on, brain. The documentary they did in Germany about how they reintegrate their criminals back into society. And that stuff, there's like a hotel over there. You know, I mean, American society is so twisted and warped, and it's always constantly pulling people in different directions. And especially with these kids, man, you know, they getting sucked into this whole glamour and glitz of shooting the chopper and run up in people's houses and selling dope and doing wild, just outrageous. Like, the crazier it is, then you the cooler you get. Like, no, that's stupid. Somebody talk some junk, y'all get into whatever, and then half the stuff that they be hurting each other and doing is either to impress somebody. They don't even, they're lost. They're just following whatever everybody else is doing, you know. And then sometimes when you ask kids, some of these youngsters what they doing, this and that third, they be like this. Shit. Or can't even look at you. Just look at your dumbass face. Like, what made you do that? What was you thinking? Do you know what can happen to you? But anyway, let me not ramble and stuff like that, man. I'm waiting for the brother to call back. I am actually doing some other things. But yeah, man, this got to stop, man. Y'all, we need y'all help, man. Y'all need to spread this. We need to start going up to these people and telling them, like, hey, man, y'all got to do something about these laws. All these people that's seated in these houses and stuff like that, that control all this stuff, they need to get checked, bro. G-check them. Yeah. Probably shouldn't say it like that, but yeah, y'all need to, unless y'all start changing these laws or something like that, man, we ain't rocking with this, bro. Nah. I've been tired. I've been tired of it. Anyway, this is Injustice in America. I'm gonna sign off. I'm probably gonna bust this in a part 2 or something like that. All right, you guys. Peace.